Hey there, Papa's Posse. Don't forget about that QR code. Take you to my eBay, YouTube, and Instagram page. Well, welcome back to the channel there, Papa's Posse. Once again, it's time for Papa's Comic Books, Coffee, and more. Welcome back, everyone. You know it's Papa's Comic Books, Coffee, and more. Today we have Silver Surfer, number 10. This book was 75 cents back in 1988. Title of the story, Space is Eternity by Steve Englehart and M. Rogers. Now, before we begin, don't forget, this book and others are available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, let me know what's going on. Let's see what's going on with the Silver Surfer. Now, Nats, now we shall have a reckoning. Long ago and far away it began, this twisted path that has led the Silver Surfer to this time and this place. But now the Elder's fantastic scheme to destroy Galactus and all reality has literally vanished down a black hole. And as we shall see, the path is even longer than the Surfer knows or even shall know, because space is eternity. We were almost gone, Surfer crushed to nothingness and radiated into some other universe, maybe, like the soul gems, and the Elders Galactus couldn't pull back. But we are not gone, Nova. He did save us, and those five in the end. And I told you, when first we met, time will diminish memory. Go on, then, alien. Do your worst. The champion had failed, but once in all what? Chances? Once all his cycles of his life, but once is enough for an elder. You failed. You failed against the Surfer brother, as did I. We, if we couldn't defeat Galactus, former herald, we should have known. Silence, runner. Reclamations are for lesser beings. We gambled and we lost. Now we learn the result. Nothing else affects the elegant equation. Oh, yes, but you've lived your life for games of chance, Grandmaster. I've lived mine for my trophies. But you, of all of us, have endured frequent failure. Collector, the Avengers have beaten you, and again and again. The Avengers are formidable in their way, Gardner. But this is the devourer of worlds. Indeed, little men, and you should have Indeed, little men, and you should have understood that better than anyone, since you have outlined everyone except myself. You should have understood that before you trifled with me and my faithful herald. Say your final words. No, no, we can't die, not after all this time. Fool, he is bluffing. Remember that I have freed us from the specter of death. But Galactus is the third force in reality between the entities called death and eternity. I exist to rectify their imbalances. I will devour you as easily as I devour worlds. Oh, he doesn't look too happy. Uh-oh, he's devouring them. Ooh, sucking them in or whatever he's doing. What is going on? Let's see. 5 of them destroyed. Here, 3 more lost to the black hole. 1 more, the Obliterator, rendered impotent by you, Surfer, leaving only the Contemplator, his astral form, joined in the Elder's attack, but his physical form remains elsewhere, unjustifiably free. Nova, you will find him and bring him to me. Of course, Master. And what of you, Surfer? What of me, Galactus? I flew to your defense because I know the purpose you serve in the reality, and because the elders killed Mantis and tried to kill Shalabala. There is nothing further between us. No, you will want to soar the space wars, revealing in your freedom. I say again, Mantis is dead. So, if I soar, it is to distract me from sorrow. I see you always were much too human. Humans are far more passionate than By my standards, there is no one more passionate than you. Every living thing knows passion in its way. Still, I ask you, as one free being to another, to guide my current herald on her path toward the final elder for as long as you will. Why should I? I owe you nothing. You owe me nothing. You owe me everything. It was I who gave you your silver skin and shining board to indulge your passion for cosmic grandeur, and you who imprisoned me on the earth, robbing me of grandeur for good and sufficient reason. And even then, your time on imprisonment, though perhaps lengthy by the earth standards you adopted while there was while there, was but a fraction of the time you had spent as my herald. And that is a fraction of the time remaining to a long-lived Zen Levian. Your audacity amazes me. Am I not Galactus? You can fly anywhere, Norin Rad, at any time. Supply will surely it will not constrain you too greatly to speed my new and yet largely untested herald on her way. Master, I'll admit that I was shaken by that black hole, but I don't need anybody's help. And I especially don't want help from the surfer. He failed you as a herald. I haven't, but I am asking only him, not you. Will you go with her, surfer? I might. I know where the contemplator was seen last, though he'll undoubtedly have fled after experiencing the elder's failure through astral eyes. But only if you'll extend your pledge never to menace Earth again, to indulge my homeworld of Zenla. Just who do you think you are? Unlike you, I'll stop at nothing to provide Galactus with worlds to eat. If Zenla is near when he needs nourishment, I so pledge, surfer. You do? How very curious I have suspected before that he cares for the woman more than would seem possible. But did I not find new levels within me through Mantis? Well then, I suppose I must accompany Nova. Good, and perhaps you will both learn something from the other. Go now, Nova. Go now. Nova will know how to find me when your quest is completed. Hmm. Master, I don't want to leave you. How will you survive? The energy I drew from the 6 worlds and the 5 elders will suffice till you return. Go now. I have agreed to serve. And off they go. And he is watching them leave. Why are you stopping? We cannot leave yet. There is more to come. What are you talking about? Forgive me, Nova, but Galactus was correct. I was with him a very long time. His reason for sending us away together is plausible, but the same sense which allows me to find my way through the formless abyss tells me there is another larger dimension to his action. That something extraordinary is about to happen back there. So you're going to spy on him? Absolutely, and invite you to join me. Hmm. There's Galactus looking around, looking at the star. Oh no, what's happening to him? What's happened to Galactus? Phew. Ah, all hail Galactus. Hail to thee, eternity. Uh-oh, what is going on? Let's find out. There is honor in thine assumption of the human form, and more in thine assumption of the star. Every man and every woman is a star. Speak, though life, why hast thou sought me? The alien, in the universal presence, I put thee in harm's way. It is thy due to know the reason. Cycles previous, I sensed in my way the intent of the upstart elders, that they intended to defeat my sister, death, then me, and then myself. It is not my way to act as a being. Rather, I meditated on the pure idea of continuity. And from this meditation came the manifestation as the celestials appeared from the nebulous spheres, and Jeremiah, the analyzer, came to stand upon the Skrull Empire. And the Skrulls, already shaken by the loss of their prime racial ability, panicked and attacked their ancient enemies, the Kree, to begin the Second Kree-Skrull War, which threatened Zenla and set the Silver Surfer against the Kree commander. Oh no. So the Silver Surfer would either greet my sister's death or take control of the one soul gem ungathered by the elders. And if he took the gem, he would not allow it to be used against thee, thus saving me. The Surfer was the weak link in thine idea. No idea can descend into manifestation without an imperfection. Yet the Surfer served thee well, for man's many cycles, often at great cost to himself. In the realms below ourselves, there was none other more qualified to face the challenge, none other born of flesh who soareth closer to the gods. One day Nova shall do as well as he, one day in eternity. Hail to thee, eternity! All hail Galactus. And there's Galactus. I never imagined that would happen. Eternity. Surfer, I had no idea how enormous it all is. What Galactus really is. What you are. What you did. And all it cost me was Mantis. I'm sorry. Must I always be a pawn? I would say we're all pawns to being like those. But I want to be more. I want to do more than fly near gods while men and women die. Hey, I was just a woman more recently than you were just a man. You've forgotten how good this really is. I'd forgotten that you were associated with the Fantastic Four. You have their optimism. I have my own optimism. Thank you very much. Shall we go see some universe, Surfer? It may not be fabulous after eternity, but can't be too bad. No, I suppose it can't. But being new to the cosmos is not necessarily an advantage, Nova. I've seen you fear and your wonder, and in spite of all of your power, all those power can mean your death out here. I know now the final reason Galactus wanted me to accompany you on this quest. But your spirit brings back happy memories of Mantis, Quieter Joy, the Fantastic Four taught me it well. I wonder how the foursome is getting on since last I saw them. Reed and Susan Jennifer and Benjamin. And so the path reaches its true ending, having come full circle, and yet circle goes for ever onward. Ben and Sherry, Johnny and Crystal. That's us now, Shula. No idea descends into manifestation without an imperfection. The ambassador from the Wazilia, Supreme Leader, it is good of you to see me at this trying time, Supremor. I am not the Supremor, madam. Ambassador for us, Kree, that title was the exclusive preserve of the Supreme Intelligence, now sadly inoperative. Pardon me, yet I was given to understand that you are empowered to act in his name. I was his chief coordinator. I worked more closely with him than anyone understands the parameters of the Empire, but then anyone else with a mortal mind. I rule until someone else proves to me my superior, but I assure you, we Kree value stability. Any compact to be reached between myself and your world in our war with the hated Skrulls will be honored. Excellent. Then perhaps we should get to business. I agree. Guards, leave us. Yes, Supreme Leader. Oh no, they kiss? They're in love? This is fabulous, Nenora. Isn't it? How could we ever have imagined that a Skrull spy could take power in a Kree empire? Uh-oh. How could we have imagined that we Skrulls would become locked into the shapes we have chosen for our espionage? But I've always known You was lucky from the moment we first became lovers. You chose to court danger on the enemy homeward in a female form. When I, little knowing to the consequences, changed in my Melanese for this grotesque, never mind, apathic scrolls know to look beyond the form. I love you just as much as ever. I must tell you, it's good to hear that. When last we spoke, you said nothing. I had no time. I could not jeopardize my mission. No, I understand. But now, with your having supreme control, here the ambassador from Wazilia can be alone with you whenever we want. And more than that, to our emperor, if not to me, the Skrull Empire now controls the Kree Empire. You can order your friends, your fleets into ambushes. We can decimate them with cycles. I don't know that. That would be such a good idea, darling. It would excite too many suspicions among my subordinates. It's better, I feel, to make any changes in the balance of power gradually. To work with traditional Skrulls subtly and low treachery. Ugh, so that no one alive will realize what I truly am. She kills her? The wine burns. It's poison, darling. Oh, I loved you once, but how many of us have the chance to rule an empire? No idea descends into manifestation without imperfection. There's Galactus looking on. Those elders are difficult to absorb, but I have all eternity to absorb the elders, I guess. Dost thou, O disruptor, death is not one ever to be ignored. Next, the sacred space. That was Silver Surfer number 10 from 1988. Title of that story was Space is Eternity. Hope you enjoyed that little reading. And don't forget, this book and others are available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell, okay? And as Papa and the Surfer always say, that was easy. Until next time, Papa is out.